little bit of a different video today because Lost Ark just put out a brand new survey. This one is gonna run until Monday, so we have to be fast in filling it in. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this survey and of course see what kind of questions are in there and give our opinion on them as well. So of course, please do not include any personal information, so let's go ahead and get started. What's your age? We are between 26 and 35. We are a 30 boomer. Sadly, this is what it is. Have you been playing Lost Ark in the last month? Yes, I'm currently playing Lost Ark for the last month. We of course are actively playing every single day. What country are you playing from? And a lot of people actually wonder where I was from, and I'm from the Netherlands. So what is your primary server? We are playing on EU Central. So some basic questions. The following questions are about technical issues. Okay, have you experienced any technical issues recently? Yes, they had a moderately negative impact. We've had some few crashes of the game. People DCing, like we've seen it a few times happen. I think these are the most annoying issues we currently have in the game. Okay, what's up next? So in your experience, how do you feel the impact of bots on the game has changed over the last month? Bots in the game are getting much worse, getting worse, same, getting better, much better. I will say that looking at the Oria price and everything, the bots are getting much better. Is that a good thing? I personally would say it's actually pretty bad because honing already is so expensive. I'd rather just have them back. The inflation already is through the roof. Everything is already super expensive. I don't think that bots will change that much, and it'll probably change a little bit for the better even. I know that's like a hard thing to say, but I think it's getting better. Much better is of course never there, because then there would be zero bots. The remainder of the question will be about your gameplay experience in Lost Ark outside technical issues. Okay, so how do you feel about the overall experience in Lost Ark? How do I feel about it currently and with the upcoming patches? Well, of course, we've seen the new roadmap, and what am I saying? I think I am kind of on the dislike angle currently. The reason for this is it's really hard to make alts. It's really hard to hone your main. They are nerfing everything but honing costs. Okay, so they are literally nerfing gold income. They're nerfing everything. They're nerfing stuff. The events are pretty shit as well. Like Frog was an absolute disaster compared to the previous ones, and we now have to wait until June for the next raid as well. So we are just on a hiatus of just playing boring content. We are not getting our advanced honing nerves even, so I think currently it is either neutral or dislike for me. Like, it is fine, but there definitely needs some new change. I want to play some different classes as well, but I feel like without spending around 5 to 10 million gold, I cannot play different characters. And that is a crazy amount. I'm pretty sure if I would ask the devs, go play Lost Ark until you've gathered 1 million gold, they will quit before they get 1 million. I can guarantee you that. So I'm going to say dislike currently. So how do you feel about the current rate of progression in Lost Ark? I think it's on the neutral okay side for mains. For the new characters, it's extremely strongly dissatisfied. It's really, really, really bad. The prices of getting a 1640 is still absolutely like I can't even speak English. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. So how do you feel about the rate of progression in Lost Ark? I'm gonna say easily, strongly dissatisfied. So why do I think this way? I think the main situation, if you have a 1680 currently, it's not too bad. I still think like every single day, if you do 6 character scales dungeons, you get 6,000 bluestones. That's enough for 1 or 2 taps on the gear. So that means I have to have 6 characters in the highest endgame raids for dailies, and I only get 2 taps a day, and that's not even including gold costs or anything, just bluestones. Like, it's crazy. Then of course we have the situation of getting new all 1640s, try new characters. It is extremely, 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 extremely bad. It takes way too long, way too many shards, and costs way too much. It should cost 0 gold to get 6040, in my opinion. 0 gold. It already is way too many materials. Maybe nerf that as well by a good 50%, and then we're at a good pace to get there. Like, people need to be able to enjoy the end game content, and currently it's impossible without paying a lot of money. So how does the rate of progression meet your expectations for this style of the game? I think it's too slow. I don't think it's way too slow, because way too slow would mean even more. Like, we have the benefit that all materials are unbound from the dailies. They could have been bound, which they were in tier 3, but I still think it's too slow. I think it's too slow. I think we should be able to get characters up to snuff a little bit faster. So in here we have says, how do you feel about the following statements? I earn my resources to upgrade my gear at satisfying rate. I upgrade my gear at satisfying rate. So I think neutral of the way I upgrade the gear. I don't think it's like if you have the materials, it's that bad. The chances are okay. It's still a bit of RNG game, you know. I could ask for better rates, but I think I'm kind of neutral on that. But I think that the amount of resources you get, especially shards and stuff, it's just trash. It is extremely slow, and gold as well. It keeps getting nerfed, which is fine, but give us more materials. Like, the days that gold was the struggle to hone is long past us, and that is bad. The struggle should be gold, not mats. Like, you should be able to have, like, okay, I have a lot of mats, I have a lot of blues, a lot of reds, a lot of leap stones, whatever, and when I have the gold, I can finally hone. No, now it's both. You're always out of gold because everything is giga expensive, and you're always out of material, so you have to spend even more gold to hone, and the honing is even more expensive than it's ever been. So I think that's how I would do it. So how do you feel currently about the following aspects in the game? Chat system, neutral. Could it be a bit better? Yes. Is it that bad? No. Guardian rates, I think, are okay. Like, we have 1 guardian raid a day now, you know. I would love those little treasure bags we had in tier 3 for the chaos dungeons, you know, maybe as well for guardians and that kind of stuff. So I will say neutral to satisfied. It's not bad. Like, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna give them that for a satisfied for today. Tier 1, 2, 3, 4 and gear honing, extremely dissatisfied. They absolutely butchered the game with tier 4. It is what it is. Abyssal dungeons, neutral. Engraving and facet system, extremely dissatisfied. Get out. And I don't care about the engraving system. I think engraving system is fine. Facet system, get out. We do not want to cut your stupid ass stones without pity, without anything. It is so annoying. Stones are the pain of the existence in Lost Ark. Paying like 9-12 fions for a stone, cutting it, it fails, and then restarting it. Like, you already have to pay like 1,000 gold on average or 500 gold for a stone. Why do you have to pay 9 fions as well? Well, their currently blue crystals are like 6k gold. Like, hello? Are you stupid? It's insane. Life skillings, I'm pretty satisfied. I don't think there's that much bad about it. Could be a little bit more mats, but it's fine. Chaos dungeons, dissatisfied because we do not have the new changes yet. I think they're a little bit long as well. Of course, I know they compacted, right? It's now 1 chaos dungeon instead of 2, but I still think they're a little bit long. They sometimes feel like, especially near the end, around the 60% mark, it feels like, I should technically be done right now. It feels a bit bad. And that Una tasks could be bit buffed, in my opinion. Una attacks are pretty underpowered. We get some leap stones, get some other stuff, but we could get some more money and stuff from there. Especially the gold you get at the end of the week from Unas is totally neglectable. The 10k gold bar is outdated as fudge. It is what it is. It's so outdated. 10k gold, like, that's like the minimum rule almost from getting gold from any other location. So Una task definitely could see the thing. Group gameplay, I think it's pretty dissatisfied currently as well. I have had some of the worst jails in the past few weeks, even up to a point where I'm like, I just don't want to play with new players. Yes, that's how bad it's been. Me, the person that loves to play and teach new players and do them, has to come to a point where I literally cannot impact enough or do enough things or explain enough or do it well enough that I can bring some people along, like a full group of newer people along and clear the raid. It is just getting to a point where it's like, it's kind of impossible. There needs to be like more tutorials, or maybe even some nerfs or some wire mechanics or stuff, so people can do the lower things better, you know, like the Thay mines, all that kind of stuff. Like, I've seen a lot more geos in the lower content than the higher ones. Like, my brawls are super easy every week. They're like maybe 1 or 2 resets, maybe. But I have had this week, I did 3 instances of Thay mine, all gate 1. I think we have had 12 resets in total for all those gate 1s, because people don't know what to do. And they don't know they need to stand in both, or they don't know they need to get themselves a stack of organism and all that kind of stuff. And it should be explained better. It is what it is. Solo gameplay, satisfied. not extremely, because it needs the last rates. It needs A gear. In my opinion, it should have Brow as well. Why not? Why do I have to group content if I don't want to? Especially with the huge support shortage the past few weeks. It's crazy. Like every single raid I want to do, I'm like, I kind of want to feel like doing a Brow. I go to Brow. Every is like 2 support, 2 support, 2 support, 2 support, 2 support, 2 support. Every single lobby needs 1 or 2 supports, and it's just boring. It's just boring. I'm in the lobby for an hour, and the raid takes 30 minutes. It shouldn't be that way. Just give me more solo gameplay. Easy as that. So, the following questions are to get a feedback from your current experience of Lost Ark and what experience you'd like in the future. Alright, so here we have the current number of dailies, weeklies is manageable level for me. Disagreeing on it, like, it doesn't really matter to me. It's fine. The current number of days, weeklies is enjoyable to me. Disagree. I think. The current number of dailies, weeklies. I think dailies could be less, weeklies could be more. So I'm gonna say agree, no disagree. I can keep up with my dailies, weeklies in a way that possibly affects my gameplay experience. I think disagree. Even with the rested and all that kind of stuff, I still feel often that I'm like, I don't really feel like doing another Guardian thing right now. But it's like I'm gonna lose so many materials and stuff and everything. It's like I wish there was some other gameplay loop. And especially right now with this stupid event Guardian raid, it is just trash. It makes me want to do it even less, you know. I keep up with my days, weeklies in a way that possibly affects my gameplay progression. Nope. Not enough progression. Not enough progression. No. No. Actually, I'm going to put this to here as well. But the progression is low. My gameplay experience would improve if I had more dailies, weeklies. Experience? No. Progression? Agree strongly. If there was more stuff to do, and just that, like, you have to keep in mind, this game really limits your amount of materials you get in general, in every sort of way. But if you are done, which a lot of people are done early, I noticed that a lot of people are done at Saturdays, Fridays. Like, if I wanted to, if I didn't stream, I would be done with everything on Friday. Which means Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I have nothing to do. Which means, technically, there could be a lot more content I could do for progression if it existed, which it doesn't, which makes it feel really bad because we really need more progression, but there's nothing to do that if you have the time for it. I think if you don't have a lot of time, it is kind of perfect the way it is currently. Like the dailies and stuff and the weeklies are kind of nice time-wise. The rates are pretty fast, but if you play for quite a bit, you are just done after 1 or even 2 days. So, definitely could see more stuff in there. So, the type of content you would like to be most excited for to see in a future update. Okay, more solo raids. Yes, more group opportunities. Slightly. More dailies, weeklies to complete for rewards. Somewhat excited. More variety. Very excited. More variety. We need variety. But good variety. Not this stupid Guardian thing that is absolute trash. Give us tokens from dailies, then it would have been fine. But if I like they just don't get that. If you could just do those Guardian event rates extra for more tokens if you wanted to, it would have been perfect. But because it's the only source, it really cuts new players. Because the new players only can do 1 or 2 kicks a day. Because the minimum is 1580. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my god. A collectible system that doesn't impact gameplay progression. I don't care. Seasonal content. I love seasonal content personally. Competitive raid events with seasonal rewards. I do like that personally. I know a lot of people don't like it. Like that the Phantom Lord title. I personally am a big fan. But I know a lot of people that don't like it. More character classes. I'm always very excited. But nerf it. Nerf the honing. I would love to see new characters, but I don't want to pay another like 15 million I have to do for my Wild Soul. Thank you. Like, please. Like, a new character should cost, like, to get to 16, 60, 60, 70 should cost you 2 mil, in my opinion, ish. Like 1 to 2 mil. That should be it. The event should be good enough for you to get that. It is what it is. How experimental would you like future content upgrades to be? Highly experimental with keep score gameplay. No, just be highly experimental. I don't care. I don't care. Be as creative as you can be. Like, give us a gigantic Kakul. Turn us into a fucking bunny with a hammer. Give us like anything. It doesn't matter. Like, just change the way the game is done and horizontal stuff is done and things are done instead of just repurposing every single thing every single time. Please. Please. And of course as well, learn from your past. Everyone loved Extreme Volton. Everyone loves the way Volton raid is. So why do we not see more raids like Volton anymore. Keep that in mind. So, up next, what type of endgame content would you prefer to see expanded? Okay. Select up to 3. Higher difficulty rates, repeatable rates that increase difficulty for each time. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. I'm already going to tick that, which is like some sort of Mythic Plus thing. So that means that instead of doing 1 egg year a week on a character, you can do like 10 egg years, but every single time it gets harder and you get some rewards extra if you do that. I think that's very cool. Opportunity to train and progress to tier 4. 100%. Give me this. More days, weeks for rewards and more variety. Could be good. Item level progression system. Item level progression system. Maybe. Collective based challenges, gameplay that rewards having and building the various rosters of characters. I think I'm gonna go for this. I think item level progression and stuff is nice. Weekly, variety is good. But I think gameplay that rewards having and building a diverse roster of characters is gonna be nice, because this allows you, and this technically means that you can go ahead and make different classes. Like, I maybe want to try out a Reaper. I maybe want to try out a Summoner. There's a lot of different classes I have never really touched. I would maybe like to try in tier 4. But there's no way I am making a Reaper or Summoner from scratch. I will never do that. Never in current state of Lost Ark. Never. Even if I right now would be given 20 million gold by the game, I am not doing it. I am not. I refuse. It's way too expensive, and it feels like a waste. So never happening. So I'm gonna put that in there. Community engagement would you like to see in Lost Ark developers? More frequent updates. Yes. Periodic question and answer. Yes. In-game. Yes. Emails. Don't give it. Don't care. Don't care. More collaborations, yes. More opportunities to gain outside of the game. Website, social media, yes. Everything like that. Everything. We want more social media coverage. We want more things to happen. We want more Q&As. We want more content. We want more info. We want people to talk about the game, and that needs to happen. I know it says up to 3. Can I select 4? Okay, let's get rid of the... I don't know. Actually, the streamer content is actually really good. So let's just do these three. Let's just do these 3. I think it should be 4, but it is what it is. In terms of game genre, I consider Lost Ark to be an MMO. Mostly MMO, but a bit of an ARPG. MMO and an ARPG. A bit of an MMO, mostly ARPG. Both, I think. There could be a lot more MMO, but it's not more ARPG than MMO. In my opinion, I think it's kind of equal. There could be a lot more community stuff in there, or yeah, I could argue for this as well. I think it's kind of equal currently, but it should be way more an MMO. If we want to play the RPG, we play Diablo and stuff, guys. Please, like, we're playing Lost Ark for the gameplay, MMO aspect, all that kind of stuff. More of that, please. Thank you for your feedback and computer experience with Lost Ark. The following questions are about your community. Thank you for your feedback. The following questions are about your opinions on Lost Ark as a whole. Alright. It's what it is. The game is much worse. Stupid economy. The impact of RMT. Same. RMT has always been there. I think the economy is just basically the way because of the game. Like, what they've been doing, what they've been bringing out, the changes they've been doing. I think everything, this is their own fault. And they want to blame it on RMT. I don't think that's the reason. I don't think so. I'll be super honest. Like, RMT is pretty bad, yes. But I think the way they're treating the game and every update and everything they've been doing is much worse. It is what it is. Imagine they would nerf the gold's income by 50%, but they increase the material gain by 200%. That would mean that the biomaterial stacks is going to rise a lot. Gold is going to deflate, because it's harder to get gold. And then suddenly materials will not be the most scarce thing to get anymore. And then it's suddenly gold and not materials, because you'll have a ton of materials and just hone, and then everyone just has to worry only about the gold costs. Wow, it's so hard, Like, that's just some things that I don't think they really understand. is that gold should technically be your only bottleneck. Gold you get every single week, gold you farm for. It shouldn't be the rest. It should not be. If you do your dailies and you do your raids, gold should be your bottleneck and not mats. It should not be. And currently, it is both. It's gold and mats. So yeah, it is what it is. How do you feel about the communication from... I don't even gonna read. It's trash. Like, if I just see Amazon Games team, everything trash. The patch note videos are always bad. Like, there's no info in them, no pictures, no nothing. They're always late. They're never there. No communication. Like, content is not there what people ask for. Where's the advanced honing changes mentioned? All that kind of stuff. Why do we have to go through a random Discord comment to know what's going to happen to the game? Dissatisfied and everything. Fix your game. Step it up. You guys are a fucking billion company. Fix your stuff now. Or let me do it instead. Like, let me make your videos and let me make your patch notes and things, man. Like, please. Like, I'm down. I'm up for hire, Amazon. If you're reading this, if you're hearing this, I am down for everything. I play this game rigorously. I've played it since the start, you know. I have not contacted customer support because I would not want to touch that because it's atrocious. Have you experienced toxicity? Yes. Did not report it. I do not care. Don't impact. I don't really care about toxicity. What do you think is the single biggest thing that Lost Ark could address? Honing below is silver. Honing till new raid eye level is nerfed. Gold should be bottleneck for honing, not materials. There we have it. That is anything and the shortest way I could say it to the devs. Honing below 6040 should be silver. Honing to the new eye level raid should be nerfed. So current Brel is 1670. Nerf honing till there. Anyone that wants to overhone to hard mode, whatever, they're gonna have the hard time. Anyone that's below should have an easier time to catch up. And like I said, gold should be your bottleneck for honing, not materials. Give us more. Of course, let me know what you guys, their opinion about this. I'm pretty sure this is the last question. They always end up with something like this. So I think this is my opinion and what should change in the game. Below 6040 silver honing. Honing till new eye level rate should be nerfed. And what should the nerf be, in my opinion? Either we get more materials or the material cost should just be a lot lower. Because in my opinion, gold should be your only bottleneck. That's it. Like, you should just... Every time you start honing, you should stop honing when you run out of gold. That should be it. You should not have to go ahead and buy a lot of materials from the market. I need to buy 750,000 blue stones. No. You should just maybe need 100,000, which you farm normally. And you shouldn't have to buy 650,000 extra. That's what it is. Boom. Submit. I think that's it. Thank you so much for your time spent taking the survey. Your response has been recorded. Let's hope something happens with this. Thank you so much, guys. I think that's going to wrap up the video as well. Lottie epic 23 minutes. Of course, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below and your opinion as well. So I'll say take care. Love you. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again in 2 days. And good luck filling in the survey as well. You can find it on their Twitter if you want to find it. I'm pretty sure as well it's going to be on their homepage. So otherwise, just go ahead and Google Lost Ark Twitter. It's their latest post there. So take care.